Yo, mic check, 1, 2, for me and you. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, okay. Drifting on they called you slipping in I heard you switching up.
Hey, so good morning or good evening or good afternoon, depending on when you listen to this. This is a Creators Light podcast, Harness Your Gift. And on today, I got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, it's G.A.S., man, from G.A.S. You know what the fuck going on with me for sure.
For sure. Well, I appreciate having you on here. For those who don't know, I came across G.A.S. through Tyyrita. She has a Color My Voice open mic. She does, since she's a curator, candle making, stuff like that. And because of that open mic, it gave opportunities for people to connect. So G.A.S. was somebody that I noticed his music and the way he just kind of performs and just different things like that. It really just kind of set the stage for others to kind of come out of their shell, show, okay, I can show other sides of my artistic side and things of that nature. So it's good to have people like that you're around, because you know what I'm saying, it's just you're sharpening each other and stuff like that, man. So again, thank you for being on here.
1,000%. I appreciate that intro too, bro. 1,000% iron sharpen iron.
Yeah, most definitely. So will you go ahead and let everybody know where you from, and also 2 significant things about the area you from?
Shit. From District Heights, Maryland, bro. Gas station. You with me? 2 significant things about where I'm from. A lot of the people that like let's say make it out of my hood, like they definitely like come back and like show love. Like I can't say it's nobody in my hood that like made it and I don't see them no more. Like, and that means a lot in like our area, actually. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like like, and it's funny because like I guess I never really thought about it like that until you asked me the question. But like, yeah, like I would say that's one thing for sure. The second thing, like if I don't see a nigga no more in my hood, he really ain't make it. Like the niggas that really made it, they still come back around. Number 2, I would probably say our hood is just different when it comes to like the respect between like the OGs and the young niggas. I would say like when I grew up, like that was one thing that like I learned was like the OGs get the utmost respect, and they low key be respecting the youngins after they feel like you really like with this shit for real. And I always appreciated that, because it's like some of them, you know how old niggas be, it's like, some of them pay attention, some of them act like they don't, but it's all good. I feel like they still show love in their own individual ways, and I think that shit means a lot. Like, so I would say that that's the other thing. Like the OGs really look out for the young niggas around here. I will say that, all of them. The OGs really look out for the young niggas around here, and I guess in turn we love them for that type shit.
Yeah, man, because in the climate we're living in right now, sometimes we have people that want to give you information, or they want to be able to inspire you, but at the same time, it's just kind of like if you're unfamiliar with them, or they kind of come around when it's convenient for photo ops and stuff like that, it's just like, nah, you're not going to just try to, take from us or the sauce or the energy we got, and then you go and you amplify that somewhere else, but at the same time, you don't give back to the community and stuff like that. And I feel like people throughout, the different cities in America, they kind of feel that, and that's kind of why you have that younger generation with a certain energy and motivation behind what they do and stuff like that, for better, for better or for worse. You know what I mean?
No, 1,000%. And I would say that the OGs got real good discernment when it come to that type shit too. Like, and that's again, like just watching them niggas as a young nigga really like made me understand that shit. Like the reason why they probably won't pay attention to a young nigga that don't come around that much is because you don't come around that much. It's like we don't even know what you want, if you're gonna be here in like 30 years. Like, and my generation got my hood got like real generations. So it's like, it's like motherfuckers come and go. Like it's real like crazy.
Oh yeah. So, speaking of like, those that's in your community and stuff like that, and how you was mentioning about the different generations. So I know you into music heavy and just really expressing yourself. So at an early age, was there somebody in your family, or was it more so somebody in your neighborhood that, inspires you to say, hey, I kind of want to get into music, or I want to get into writing? Like what kind of started that trajectory for you?
All right. So since you attached it to my hood, I have to say, like, after I already was deciding to do music, it was a nigga in my hood that low key like made me believe that it was possible to keep going and do this shit like in the long run. And I would say his name is YSW Flacco. When I was a kid, like my big brother was doing that shit. So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna lie. Like if I'm doing this shit on like a lower level, bruh is somebody I know. He's from my hood. He claimed the same shit I claim. So it's like we could really take this shit a little farther. And I'll say Will the rapper, he shot a video. He from my hood too. He shot a video on my street. The pull up pop out video. Some people know about that. The pull up pop out video. He shot that on my street when they was on the dirt bikes and shit and four wheelers. But when I was a real like a youngin, like way before all of that, my uncle Jeff rapped in my family. He's like related to me, and I grew up with that nigga being the rapper in my family. Like they was like, yeah, Jeff, he was that nigga back in the day. Jeff, and I was like, oh, okay. And then that's when they started letting me hear his shit, and then I found out I guess they used to do this like radio shit back in the day. Like they used to have niggas go up on like famous radio stations and battle each other, and my uncle used to battle Wale, I guess, and I guess he won one time or whatever the fuck. He had a bunch of opportunities, long story short, and like to say the least, like life happens and affects people in different ways. So unfortunately, he wasn't like on that when I got older. So like it was just like a Jeff used to be on that. He used to be that nigga type of thing. So that made me think it was possible because I was like, all right, it's a nigga in my family that got songs and shit, and this nigga's like he started to go somewhere. And then my childhood friend Judah, his name is Jay Blunt. He made me start writing when we was in elementary school, and ever since then it's been up.
Okay. Man, that sounds good. It's good to see, where as somebody, a young child, you was able to take all that in, and then from there, that fuel, kind of you into doing certain things that you wanted to do moving forward. Like, hey, if I get the torch, I'm gonna take it to that next level and stuff like that. Because kind of
You
ties back
understand me,
into
bro?
what you were saying. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's a fact.
kind of ties.
You said it's a fact.
Yeah, because what you were saying about how when you was coming up, you seen people who will come back and they would what I'm saying, represent and make sure, hey, your area was good and stuff like that. And then for you to say, you know what, when I get that opportunity, I'm gonna represent from where I'm from. Because a lot of people, they move away from where they from, and it's like, man, I'm glad I ain't there no more. But
Yeah,
that to a degree made you who you were. That gave you that what I'm saying, that push to want to go out and do more. But at the same time, you can also show your people, hey, look, you can make it from here. You don't have to feel like you gotta go, over here, and then you make it and you forget your people. Because sometimes within the black community, we do that. You know what I'm saying? We make it somewhere like, ain't nothing, no, it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't. You don't feel like you getting nothing monetized. You know what I mean? It's all about that dollar instead of about, hey man, let me help my people out. Let me show them it's more to life than just the money. You know what I mean? With the time you put into like your music and your artistry and stuff like that, I noticed the things that you say and the way you break things down. It's like, okay, this is bigger than just music for him, and I think people really see that, what I'm saying, from your aura and your energy.
I appreciate that, God. It definitely is way bigger than music, bro. I'm not gonna lie. My OG. We were real live beat on the 3. We it's a part of my neighborhood called the 3. We were real live beat on the 3. Like late nights, it's real live, just me and him. Everybody went home. We was like 20, 30 deep out there. Now it's just me and him. And I realize I'd be right there smoking with my OG, and I'd be telling them like, bruh, when I get some shit, bruh, District Heights is gonna be what we need it to be, bro. I'm not even gonna cap like all this shit because it's a police station like directly attached to my rec center. And it's like, even on paper, that sounds wild as shit. Because it's like, when you think about the trauma in the black community, it's like, why the fuck would you put a police station next to a fucking recreation center and you want kids to go there and feel safe? Like, that just sounds convoluted. It just sounds backwards. Like, y'all just dumb as shit. But yeah, so when I was a kid, I used to be like, bruh, I'm gonna knock that whole police station down. was dragging. I was like, bro, when I get money, I'm gonna knock that police station down. I'm gonna buy the land. They can't do shit with me. I was just dragging shit. But like the essence of that, bro, is just to say like this shit really is like way bigger than music, bro. It's like this shit we got bigger plans for District Heights, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. We've been had bigger plans for District Heights. This shit that my OG's been talking about for years. So it's like
Yeah.
you said, it's an honor to carry the torch.
Yeah, and man, and like I say, every time I see you perform or you interact with other people, man, you always are very humble. But you let it be known when you do perform or you showcase, you know what I'm saying, like I say, your artistry and stuff like that.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
man, this is
What I
who I
be telling them?
am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
What I
deserve
be
to be
telling
here.
them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I deserve to be
Exactly.
here.
Where I be
You know
telling
what I
them I'm from every time.
mean? Yeah, all the time,
Boy,
man.
funny boy.
Yeah, man, and that's what people need to hear because it's like you gonna have somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna grow up in the area you from as you get older and you move on, you become successful, whatever it is. They can be like, man, I remember GAS. He used to always shout this area out. He come back, and that's gonna motivate them because sometimes it takes that for a person to see, you know what. There is something else I can do. You know what I'm saying? There are other people that are from where I'm from that's showing me, man, it's something big out here than just feeling like I got to be secluded to one area or I can't branch out. But never forget, where you come from. You know what I mean? Because that's how we better our community and stuff like that, man. So that's a really great thing. Now, do you remember the first song or the title of the first song that you wrote?
Oh hell no, Brody. I was a child. You mean
Okay.
period? In my entire
Yeah, just
life?
what's the earliest song you remember writing?
Oh no, bro. I'm not gonna lie. No, I can't do that. I'm not gonna
Oh yeah. Okay.
it's like
Okay.
an enormous amount. I cannot lie to you.
Okay. No. So let me ask you this: what is one song that you've written? It could be of recent or you know what I'm saying the last few years. What is one song that you've written that it personally touched you in a way to where it's like you just kept playing it over and over and over, even after maybe making newer songs after that. That one song just stuck with you, maybe because of something dealing with family, friends. Like, have you had any of those type of songs that just really stuck with you and you couldn't shake it? You know what I mean?
All right, so yeah, I gotta be honest. So a song that like really, really, really stuck with me, and I was like, yo, I cannot come off this song. is is Spirited Away, bro. Oh my god. It's a newer song. Um but it's out, but I cannot, and even still, like, if the beat play for, I don't know what it is about that song. I really, really, really love that fucking song. I really fucking love that song, Brody. I'm not gonna lie. Spirited Away, it's like when it first come on, it's just like this hard hitting 808. It's just like boom, and I just be like, shit. I be like, fuck. It's just like I really get to talking that shit on there, and I really, really, really like Spirited Away and Tug of War. But a older song that I really couldn't come up off. Oh, Ponder. Oh man, Ponder. If they go back, it's like deep in like YouTube and SoundCloud. But actually, I think it was the first project I dropped under the name GAS. The first project I dropped under the name GAS was Beneath the Surface. It was the song called Ponder on there. That shit, oh my God, I couldn't stop playing that song when we first made it. And even after, like, and then we did like hella content surrounding it and stuff like that. And I don't think I ever even performed that song before. It was just something that like me and my friends and like my mom like that song was just really the one like back in the day. It was like years ago. But yeah, I would say in the newer age, Spirited Away and Tug of War, and like back in the day, like when I first started GAS, probably like Ponder. That was the one. And How. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want you to kind of touch on as far as like when it comes to your beat selection because every artist is different. Sometimes it's like it don't matter the beat. It's they got their own what I'm saying like ideas of how they want to like structure their songs. But for you, is there certain elements in a song that you need to hear to kind of like really write to, or like what goes into your beat selection?
So, all right, I'm not gonna lie. These days, I think the songs that I want to drop and like the songs that I'm serious on, because I make a lot of songs these days. These days, like I think back in the day, I would like only make a song if I was going to drop a song. Like I refuse to write unless this song is going to drop on all platforms and we're going to do everything for it. But like, I think in like recent times, I really just write to write and I rap to rap. So whatever I really love and affects me the right way, I'll drop. And whatever I own the beat to. So when I'm listening to beats that are sent to me that I know I'm going to drop for sure, I drop the beats that are sent to me. If a producer sends me a beat, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to drop it on all platforms out of respect for the producer. And I'll be serious on their beat. So those beats, I really just listen for like whatever moves me and whatever I really feel like I could get busy on. Cause that really be my like thought when I'm listening to a beat. Like, is there space for me to like decapitate niggas? You know what I'm saying? Like really get busy and just turn to that assassin real quick. And I feel like if it moved me in the right way and it don't even have to be like anything specific anymore. Like I used to be like, oh, you know, if the hi-hats or if the snares or if you know what I'm saying? I used to, if the kicks hitting. But like I ain't gonna lie, like even drumless beats and like even like I rapped on a trap like a DMV beat with my little brother recently. Like so it's like it really just depends on whatever is like moving me at the moment. Whatever I feel like I can get busy on, we getting busy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, and I can definitely respect that. And one thing that I took from what you just said was when you get a beat from a producer, whatever the case may be, you make sure that you give them your best. You know, I notice sometimes people, they'll get on tracks and they feel like maybe they made it already, or maybe, you know, just their name alone can carry the song or whatever. But at the same time, you gotta give them, you know what I'm saying, that heat every single time, because every single time is a new opportunity for somebody who hasn't listened to you or have already to see, okay, this person is about something intentional when they're rapping or singing or whatever they're doing. And I feel like now the way music has been, you know, given to us is like, hey, as long as the beat kind of jazz, you got a cool little hook, that's it. But the meat and potatoes are those verses. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing with them verses and stuff like that? Because and I see the way you know you where your pen works is like you don't take nothing for granted. You always are going in and making sure, hey man, I'm writing this in a certain way to where you feel me, you understand me. This is me. This is not a third person point of view. This is G.A.S. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I rock with that, man. I rock with that.
Nah, that's a fact, Brody. And I want to say like, I think like I can't even cheat like that with my music sometimes, because sometimes my music don't even come with no hook. I'm really just dragging the whole time, so I can't even like fluff a nigga up with a nice little catchy hook or whatever. Because like my shit be so abstract. Sometimes I start writing and I just go like I just go and it don't be no hook, it don't be no none of that, and then I drag and then the song is over. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know, but yeah, bro.
Let me let me ask you this real quick, man. So when you spoke about not really having no hook or nothing, for people in general who want to write, whether they poets, rappers, singers, whatever, what advice would you give to them as far as like, you know, being able to express yourself and not be in a box? Like, you know, what you know, words of encouragement would you have for them so that way they don't feel like, oh, I gotta write like this person or that person?
I would say write something you've never heard before and something you like listening to. If it's something you've never heard before and it's something you like listening to, you locked in. Just stay locked in on that and it'll grow to be something incredible. I will say something that you've never heard before and something that you actually enjoy listening to. Run with that. Run with that. Run with that to the moon.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. That's the way. That's the way it gotta go. And as far as with your family, when was the first time they seen you perform live?
So my mom saw me perform live for the first time in 2018 at Sankofa. It's this bookstore slash cafe in Northwest DC, about near Howard. If anyone's listening, you should definitely check out Sankofa. All of the books in there are written by Black authors. It's a lovely place. filled with great vibes. My mom saw me perform for the first time at Sankofa. My dad still has yet to see me perform. My grandmother saw me perform for the first time on U Street at this place called Highlight U Street for Tyrita's when I did my feature. And that was last month. So yeah.
How did you feel having your grandmother there? Like what would like how was your energy? How was, you know what I'm saying, like the vibes for you? Just seeing somebody that I know probably means the whole, world to you. How was that for you performing in front of her?
It meant everything, I'm not gonna lie. And she drove to DC from Pennsylvania. And my grandmother, she's like super duper Christian. Like she, she's super duper Christian. She's super duper demure, and and she doesn't do the profanity thing, the alcohol thing. We was on U Street in a bar, so it was a lot, for her, and she just came anyway just because I was performing or whatever, and then she was crying, and it was dope. Like it was really really fucking dope. I can't lie, bro. It was really dope. It meant the world.
I'm happy for you, man, because I remember the first time I had my family perform. Oh, well, I was able to perform in front of my family down in Charlotte. I was at an event there for a back to school event, and for me, just to see the love they poured into me, and for me to give it back, like just to let them know everything that y'all taught me, it didn't go to waste. It might have took me a longer time to get the point and get the message y'all was trying to, what I'm saying, give me, but at the same time, I want this. It felt good to show their impact and show, hey, I'm carrying our name everywhere I go, even though we may not be in the same place, and y'all drove to see me. Even when we separate ways, the love is still gonna be there, the care and respect is gonna be there, and that's why I funnel into my music and when I'm just talking to people in everyday life, man. So I'm happy for you that your grandmother, she came all that way to see you perform. I also want to mention to those who are listening, you can have your faith and your beliefs, which is nothing wrong with that. But in a situation where you had his grandmother come to see him, she was able to compartmentalize everything because it's about the love for her grandson. You know what I'm saying? And she knows that by doing that, it's only gonna motivate. Now, if he thought he didn't have no limits, now he trying to take over the next galaxy, because you know what I'm saying, that love and that admiration that she has poured into him, he's giving that back out. You know what I'm saying, to the people that's listen to his music or listen to him just talk in general. You know what I mean, because he's very very intelligent. You know what I'm saying, brother, somebody that he represents his generation and we need to be represented, man. So, man, I just want to say that's a honor and blessing that she came and she drove all that way for you, man. Because sometimes we don't have people who really support us genuinely. So to have that, man, kudos on that for sure.
Appreciate that, God.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So now I know you've been performing, and I know you're right. Let's talk about your production.
Yeah.
What was the year? Because I won't say what was the first beat you made, but what was the year that you made your first beat?
Last year, 2023. It was about August 2023. I made my first beat. Or actually might have been a little before August. Maybe like around my birthday, it's like June or July. But yeah, I started making beats on this tablet I had. My dad bought me because I was making beats on my phone at first, and I was making beats on GarageBand, and I was getting kind of good at that. And then he bought the tablet, and then I started getting even better. And then I broke the tablet. Broke the tablet. And then I went back to making beats on my phone, and then I found this app called Koala. It's like the best fucking app to ever hit the app store of Apple. No sponsor or anything. They're not paying me, but I'll throw it in for free just because I really do appreciate Koala. Like every beat I've made since then has been on Koala. And I really just been learning music theory and just really been learning like what my sound is when it comes to production and stuff. But yeah. So yeah.
Uh, and for those who haven't seen him perform, make sure you go check out his page, and we'll get all that on once we get closer to the end of this. But when he's performing, he's taking us through a journey, you know what I'm saying? His music helps to further illustrate that, you know what I mean? So that's somebody who is, he's take pride in his work. Sometimes when people are performing, they call themselves artists, whatever the case may be, it's more so like, hey, I'm just throw out whatever. Y'all got to accept me because I'm me, or I'm associated with this person, that person. I know this person. It's like, who are you and what are you bringing to the table? You know what I mean? And that's one thing I really like about J.S. He's very authentic. You know what I'm saying? He don't sound like everybody else. He can let it be known, hey, I'm from the gas station. I'm from District Heights. You know what I'm saying? He'll let you know now. You know what I'm saying? He never gonna let you forget that, but he can also show, look, I can really do this if you want me to, you know what I'm saying, do what I gotta do. So I think that's a really good thing, man, for sure. Do you now have you made a beat for somebody else to, you know, saying, write a song to or perform live?
Yeah, they haven't. He didn't send the beat back yet, and I got some more artists that's going to get on some beats. But what also happened is I'm talking to you on a new phone. My old phone broke, so a lot of the beats that I had tucked away, I had like 15 beats tucked away, are gone. Like, absolutely gone. Like, I cannot get them. I can't find them. I can't locate them. Nothing. So a lot of the beats I was making and I was going to dish out are gone now. So no. But LV, and this is why it meant so much to me. I meant to tell her this too. I told her that it meant a lot to me, but I didn't tell her like the specifics. But she had took a beat that I made, that I had dropped on one of my beat projects. I think it was Surrendered to Serenity is the beat project. It's on SoundCloud. And the beat was a beat that I had made, and it was supposed to be sent out, but I think something happened with the artist. I think something. So I ended up dropping it on SoundCloud anyway. And LV, the poet, she made a rap to it and she performed it for me when I did my feature. That shit was dope as fuck. I was like, yo, I didn't know she was going to do that. She told me she was going to write a poem for me. And I was like, oh shit. All right, cool. So I went, and when she went up, I was waiting for her to do a poem. And then my beat started playing, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, I was totally mind blown, bro. That shit was dope as fuck. So huge shout out to LV, bro.
Man, yeah, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. LV is someone that, you know, she really just helps amplify the energy in the room. Just very genuine. She cares
Oh,
about
and
the
LV,
art, you know.
yeah, and LV you did an interview for LV too. So shout out
Yeah,
that interview.
yeah. Yeah, I did, and I enjoy having her on because, you know, she has her insight and very, you know what I'm saying, very encouraging. And with her art and the way she delivered things, it's like, wow, she is everything sometimes seems to be like a cliffhanger because she's just so detailed, and she knows how to really engage with the audience to where it's like, oh man, I feel like I'm like listening to a movie, you know what I mean? So it's always impactful. So that's why I like having people like LV, people like yourself on here, because y'all have real stories behind just the music and your performance, because y'all are more than that. That is a part of y'all. That is a key component to from how people, you know, they know you of or whatever like that. But I wanted other people to see, hey, it's way more to y'all than that. You know what I'm saying? Where did those lyrics come from? Who inspired you and stuff like that, man? So again, shout out to you, shout out to LV, and anyone else I've come across within this sector of performing in these open mics in the DMV area. Most definitely.
1000%.
Yeah. So I wanna ask you this. Do you have any artists, mainstream artists, that you would like to work with, you know, if given the opportunity? And give me three, and then reasons for why you will want to work with those three.
See, when we say mainstream, right? Oh, you hush. When we say mainstream, right? It gets kind of, the lines get blurry because it's people that sell millions of records, but like they might not be mainstream, but they mean a lot to me and like millions and thousands of other people. So it's like I don't know if that counts as mainstream, but like I'll try to go as mainstream as possible. Like
How,
this
how,
and
how about how about this? How about this? How we do it like this then? Instead of it being 3 mainstream, give me 4 of anybody, whether it's
okay.
amateur or whatever the case may be. Give me 4. We gonna add an extra just because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
locked in. We locked in. I fuck with that. All right, cool. So number one, I gotta start with the goddess. The goddess, my favorite rapper of all time. She is a queen. I love her so much. No Name. I would kill a nigga in front of me. Any nigga in front of me. Any nigga. Any nigga. For No Name. Just because she says to do so and they disrespected her. I really fuck with No Name. She's the best. I would definitely love to work with No Name. Number two, oh, why? Because she low key, all right. No Name is low key the reason why like I rap the way I do. Like even now, her pen is still like her pen still inspires me to this day. Like it's actually really crazy because she makes me feel like I feel when I listen to her for the first time. Like, and then I had loved her for like 2 years, 3 years. And then like absolutely adored her for like 3 years. And then I found music from like when she was like way younger. And I was like, nigga, it was like the love just was rekindled. And she dropped a new project, I believe last year. Yeah, it was last year. Sundial. And she just proves anytime she releases music that she's the best. Anytime she releases anything, it's the best I've ever heard. So, No Name first. Number two, I gotta go Mavi. I'm not gonna lie. I just think I would be remiss, right? I would be remiss, but I might switch Mavi for Chance. Mavi can be number three, and I'll put Chance as number two because I would really be remiss not to like mention Chance. He's one of the most mainstream people that I could say my sound derives from. I really don't like saying my sound derives from any like mainstream people because it really doesn't. But Chance definitely shaped the way I wrote rhymes like before I found out who No Name was. Like he got me ready for her for sure. He definitely prepped me for No Name's pen. And I definitely like tried to embody everything he made me feel and everything I thought his pen represented to me. So yeah, Chance second, third Mavi. He from where you from too, from Charlotte. And I really respect Mavi's pen. He in later years has been he to me Mavi is an artist. Like Mavi is the artist that all artists should like and should look up to when it comes to expression of the heart, when it comes to creating, when it comes to creating, when it comes to like inscribing yourself on a beat, when it comes to literally becoming one with the song and that vulnerability. Him and Earl really do that for me. Like, I think that they both should be looked up to when it comes to that type of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go forth and say Earl. Doom is not alive. I would say MF Doom, RIP MF Doom. Ka is not alive. I would say RIP Ka. But yeah, I would probably say Earl. Now, there's a plethora of other people I would like to name, like for real, but like I'm gonna give those four their credit. Earl Sweatshirt doesn't need an explanation. He is the guy. He's the guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, everyone you named, they had their own, you know what I'm saying? You had your own connection to them in different ways, and they just it helped to make you an even better artist, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still have your own way about how you do things and stuff. And I was just having a conversation with somebody yesterday about that, how, you know, you look at the greats so that way you can also be on that trajectory to be great. It has to be in you, of course, but at the same time, if you're only dealing with people on your level, you know, it's kind of harder to see, okay, man, there's another level. So there's, you know what I'm saying? There's something else I can reach for and stuff like that, man. And, you definitely are going in that lane because of what you're doing. You know, just the writer side, and then also on the production side, you know, understanding how the business work and stuff like that, which is very important. Sometimes people want to just be seen and heard, but they don't understand how the business works as far as with music and getting yourself out there, marketing, all these different things, man, which you definitely do. So again, man, just keep on pushing, keep on utilizing your voice and empowering people. And before we close out, I want to ask you something. You standing on the world stage. If you stand on the world stage, what would be your message to the world, especially in times we live in? What would be your message?
Nigga, fuck capitalism on my little brother's life. On my little brother's life. Fuck capitalism. Free all the oppressed. Death to the empire. Um, um, Live free and create. On Money Boy. Rest in peace, Money Boy. That's a fact. 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 That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Hey, yeah, hey, you let it be known. Hey,
That's a
hey,
key.
you didn't waste no time. Hey, they didn't have to give you that much mic time, and you let it be known.
You with me, Brody? I'm from District Heights, Maryland, or Money Boy.
Let it be known for sure. For sure. Well, again, man, I want to say I thank you for being on here. I want to give a shout out to Tyyrita, because it's a lot of people who I've
Huge
networked with.
freedom.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and just because of her going forward, her dreams and her passions, and that being something to where everybody else been able to network and benefit from. So definitely major shout out go to Tyyrita and everything she's doing, everything she's gonna have, she's gonna do moving forward, man. I definitely appreciate her in so many ways. Shout out to LV, of course, you mentioned her. Somebody I had on this platform as well. She's doing great things, and I just can't wait to see all of us, you know, in our own individual lives continue to succeed and be blessed in so many different ways from the hard work that we putting in, and also helping others. You know, sometimes people don't see what you do behind the scenes for other people, but just know that all your good favors gonna come back to you for sure, man. So you want to go ahead and plug your social media?
Yeah, and before we get into the social medias too, like I want to just say on the record, like again, huge shout out to Tyyrita. I definitely think she should be your next interview. But huge shout out to Tyyrita. I want to say, bro, really like free Palestine, bro. Free the Congo. Free all the oppressed nations right now. Free all oppressed people right now. Free us, bro. Like for real. Like I just want to say like fuck capitalism. Okay. Instagram G.A.S.THE.SCIENTIST. I think the Twitter is G. I think it's just G.A.S.THE.poet, but it might be G.A.S.THE.poet. And I don't have no other social medias right now. On all platforms is G.A.S.
Hey, there it is. And for everyone listening, I'm going to have all of his, social media handles or anything he has. Man, oh, real quick, do you have any upcoming performances?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, that's fine. Well,
But
I'm going to have,
actually,
go ahead.
this Tuesday, I'm gonna go to the what is it called? Jesus Christ. I want to plug them in. I'm not booked there, but I'll be there. Jesus Christ. What is it called? Oh my God. Oh my God. My bad, Brody. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I forget the name of it, but it's like a live band. It's like a live jam session. If y'all look on my Instagram, I'm gonna post it, but it's gonna be like a live jam session. They do like a live jam session in this place in DC. I'll be there on Tuesday.
All right. Well, I just want to say for everyone listening, y'all be sure to check out what he has going on. I'm going to post all his social media handles whenever this do come out. And until next time, hey, it's another Credits Like podcast. Harness your gift. Y'all be blessed. Stay safe out there.
All right, well, be safe,
All right.
Brody.
Peace. All right.
Peace.
I was still a sponge. Truth made it clear, I put them on my tongue. I'm young and good, I can't be young and reckless. I'm too perceptive, I'm too aggressive when I'm speaking from the ancestors. Hand gestures round the code and read. Brody, we be locked in like we broke the key, and hopefully we make it to the heights we thought we'd never see. We step to be, you best believe you leave it roll down. Divided evenly, we never hold down. You hold out your hand, I'm coming on demand. But just don't bite it, that's my only command. I'm calling up the man, we tight like we packed in the can. I ran for freedom, freedom, man who never coming home. I'm running zone, but I ain't know the toss was overthrown. We stormed the castle, so the king is overthrown. Nigga, it's sold in the fabric of time. Something simple came from out his frantic mind. I managed mine and gave it spines. If you ever thought